Watching at home, this is Kevin Chisholm just giving you a quick update. I'm really commentating this one. I'm here with Sarah Jordan, star player of the last game. For those people who are watching, was very, very impressive game in which they dismantled the Western Australian team 11-0. Sarah, any thoughts on that game?
We did well.
Did you score a goal?
Almost.
You looked pretty dangerous when I saw you. You were playing in the right wing, so we got a good look at you in the first half, coming down into attack. But yeah, got the win. So now you're finals bound. Very exciting.
Yeah. We're gonna fight someone next. I don't know who we're playing against now. 440, I think, is when we're doing it.
440 will play someone. All right, how are we going here? Looks like we've got Western Australia, who are the top seed of the tournament, playing Singapore, who are currently the bottom seed of the tournament. Now, a big shout out to the Singaporeans who have really made a great effort to put together a team and come all the way to the Australian Nationals, where the best underwater hockey in the Southern Hemisphere is played. That's right, New Zealand, I said that. So, I hope that they are enjoying themselves. They're definitely putting up a good show against Western Australia. Who are a very, very powerful team. I might just go through the team lists for these guys. I'm not sure if anyone's already done that. But while it's half time, Sarah's just departing, but hopefully she'll be back. So for the Singapore Elite Women, this is going to challenge me. Tang Sheching Jolene is the captain. Goh Jing Chi Jane is the vice captain. Loy Boon Yin Anis is number 9. Sorry, that was number 3 and 12. Number 4 is Ang Priscilla. Number 11 is Lu Huling. Number 5 is Alice Chon Vin Loon. Number 6 is Annabelle T. Number 2 is Louise Alma Otto. Number 8 is Tham Yok Yi Christina. I think. And number 7 is Lim Min. Now, I don't think that's a full list because I know for a fact that Jazz, I don't know Jasmine's last name. No one here does either. Anyway, Jazz has been playing with the Singapore women, which would be very helpful for them. Meanwhile, on the other side, we've got the WA Elite Women. We've got the captain, Jane No Nonsense Gilligan. Vice captain, Bronwyn McKenzie. And Zoe Canavan also got a VC on her arm. So apparently you can just give those out willy-nilly. I don't know why I don't have one. I think maybe that's something we will try in our next game, is promote everybody to vice captain to give them a bit more of a sense of leadership. Sarah, how do you feel about becoming vice captain of the under-19 team?
Responsibility. I don't want it.
There you go, vice captaincy, not for everybody. Sarah might wait another year before she takes on that mantle. But Zoe, she's ready now to be co-vice captain. Vice captain? Assistant to the vice captain?
I don't know.
Interesting. Assistant captain? Anyway, we'll work on that. Then we have Samantha Blackham, who you'll see at every tournament that's ever played in Australia. Sarah McKenzie, a bit of underwater hockey royalty there. Josephine Surianto. Camilla Reyes Perdomo. So she is a Victorian underwater hockey star that's been stolen by Western Australia. I'm not sure what it is over here, but they seem to take the finest of our younger generation and suck them into their sordid FIFO lifestyles. But she seems very happy over here, and she definitely has improved her hockey since she arrived. We also have Leah Jones, Hayley Digney, Claire Ford, Natalie Iredale, and Casey Hoskins. Now, in this game, I know Camilla's not playing. I'm not sure who else is not playing. Also, there was an injury to one of the New South Wales players at the start of the game, like in the first 10 seconds. So I'm not sure who that was. Wasn't one of the people whose name I recognise. If I find out more, I think she's fine. Blood knows. She'll live. But let's have a look now. So it's 4-0 to Singapore. Seems backwards. Definitely is not the case. So we might just tidy that up right now. So WA is black and Singapore is white. So that's probably when we put the game details in, we might have got that backwards. So I'm sure that's been causing all sorts of confusion for those back at home. And I hope not too many people have been betting on the game based on our footage. Oh, look at that. We can change it. Look at that. Sarah, the IT, is sorting that out. She's gone with the Arial font. For those, anyone at home would like to comment in, what do we think of the Arial font? Alright, it seems that I need to leave you guys with it. I've been Kevin Chisholm. Sarah's going to take it from here. All right, guys, I've couldn't stay away. I've just come back as I watched this interesting arm wrestle. WA's up by 6 now. So have they put it out of reach of Singapore? I don't think so. Singapore still look fired up. They still look like they want to play. They've come out very hard on that strike, and they're driving again now. Good numbers on the bottom. WA just got a lot of champions in that team who will not let that puck slip by. As they stream in again. Great defense from Singapore.
New South Wales look to be getting there first. They flick right.
Alright, Singapore numbers on the bottom.
Queensland return serve. Now in New South Wales attacking.
Good breath hold, Singapore. Very fit players. They probably just need a bit more experience, I would say,
Queensland into
to
the
really
six.
push these Australian
New
teams.
South Wales get it out of jail again.
They look like they're trying to sort of suck it up, but they're not on their sub bench, so they're just kind of using their air up as WA bring it off the wall through the centre and streak in towards the corner of the tray, and they've slammed that one home. A very well drilled outfit, the WA team. What can Singapore do here? Need to try a different tactic? Hard to see. Hard to say. What are your thoughts, Sarah?
Oh, I've just got the coach in front of the camera.
Yes, that is the West Australian coach. Now, who is the West Australian coach? Can't remember. Anyway, he seems to have done a good job with the coaching.
Queensland back in possession. This is a real dog fight here in the court. This could be anyone's game.
We might have a timeout. Ref's having a chat. Doesn't come up with a time on this one, does it?
No, even though it's closer to here, we don't have the time or scores.
I guess because we can just turn around and yell at him. Oi, how much time left? Oh yeah, about 7 minutes.
They've hit the six.
So,
They've hit the three. They're fighting. They're fighting. Beautiful.
yeah, there you go. It's true. Very exciting game happening in the other court with New South Wales taking on Queensland. I probably shouldn't commentate that game while commentating this one, but there's not much happening in this game right now. So at the moment, I think it's New South Wales up by 1, which probably makes sense. They've controlled most of the play throughout the game, but had a couple of players thrown out. You might be able to hear Luke Martin in the background, famous Underwater hockey commentator, making the most of this amazing clash that's happening not where you guys can see it. But let's find out how Singapore used that timeout. And they're coming out hard. Have they come up with a different tactic? They're down early. They've got the first use of the puck. They've flicked it out wide. They're stretching the New South Wales players. And they've taken to the wall. WA has bunched up on the wall. Singapore have got more numbers on the bottom, and they are pushing through. And they've broken through. So this is exciting for Singapore as they break in towards the goal. WA has picked up the puck, and the ref has seen something there. So let's find out what's going on there. The ref didn't like something that the Singaporeans did there. So it's coming right back to the middle. That's a bit disheartening, ref. What happened there? Like, surely the foul, it didn't happen there. The puck hasn't been there for ages, and they're giving it to Singapore. Seems to me like it should have been a long way forward of that. Maybe it took a long time for the deck ref to signal the buzzer. Singapore controlling the puck well here as they take it to the side, try to build. Coming down in numbers. WA player popping. Singapore fighting each other there, and they've smashed it up the wall. I wish I knew the names of all these players. But Singapore pushing through in numbers. Their back rotation looks very good there. But Western Australia defending resolutely, waiting for that opening to come out. They've driven them a little bit further back. They're in the space between camera 7 and camera 8. Camera 7.5 we call it. It's a very interesting space that, only the initiated. I think if you pay for the premium membership, you get camera 7.5 on there. You can get There's a cheaper model where you get ads on camera 7.5. But there we go. West Australia has changed up a gear and blasting up the far side. Singapore stopped them underneath the wrong sub bench. So that's the far sub bench. You really want to stop them under the close sub bench. But now they're holding it up at the corner. So that point there is an interesting one because it's where the defensive team wants to go attacking and the attacking team wants to go attacking. So you wonder why anyone holds it on the wall. And there we go. It comes off into the centre. Good flick from the half-back on the West Australian team. And they're streaking down. But the Singaporean defence gets down there in time and they defend ably to the wall. They'll be getting tired now, though. There's been no opportunity to sub since that timeout. Oh, there's an opportunity now. Are we going to see some people swimming? We're not. Neither team has elected to sub. Oh, they are subbing. They're subbing late. So if you're going to sub, you really want to go the moment that buzzer goes, not wait and talk about, oh, we've got a very late sub there. That might come back to bite them. So there's only 2 Singaporeans in there. It's their puck, though, so they can take their time as their reinforcements arrive. All right, they've waited for their whole team, and they're still waiting for the buzzer. So what's good? Oh, I think West Australia might have called a timeout. This is certainly taking longer than you would think, so it's got a definite timeout vibe to it. Not sure who the coach is for Singapore. It might be a captain coach situation.
It's been defended by Queensland, one of the all-time defensive plays.
Meanwhile, over in the next court, New South Wales is up 2-0 with 3 minutes to go. That'll surely be enough, I think. So I'm not sure if that has finals connotations, but definitely more helpful for New South Wales than Queensland, even if it is just the moral victory. Now Singapore is coming out at the end of the timeout. They've rehearsed their new strategy. Looks like it's a equal puck, perhaps. Oh, wait, oh no. West Australia going down early, so it must be a Singapore puck. And there goes Singapore. And they are swimming around the West Australians. The backs dropping it back, cutting back inside, perhaps. Hard to say. That's in the premium cam. Oh, there we go. We've moved into another camera. But the numbers on the bottom for West Australia. But the intensity not huge for West Australia. As the buzzer goes again. Now there you see people subbing immediately. The Singaporeans are unaware that it's that the buzzer's gone, which is there's no shame in that. That often happens, and you're better off making the mistake of playing on when the buzzer has gone than not playing when the buzzer hasn't gone. I've definitely been a couple of goals at this tournament because of halfbacks listening to the wrong buzzer. Singapore drop it back to their back. And the arm wrestle resumes. Singapore's bottom time very good, as is Western Australia. Absolutely merciless, this Western Australian team. There's Zoe Canavan having a one breath and back down. Famous for one breath. I've been told she only breathes 7 times a day. So we've just seen 2 of them. So it's going to be a tough afternoon for Zoe Canavan. And there's Singapore bustling through. Oh, and their numbers are getting through it, and they are pushing through into the premium cam. And you can base where the puck is. By looking at the player you can see in camera 8, and seeing where they're looking, and they're looking on camera now. There we go. Singapore's got it in their attacking corner, which is not where they want it. They want their attacking middle. But West Australia has panicked, got every single player down, and driven it out again. Not too much sure how much time is left in this game, but thinking probably not enough for the 8 goals required for the Singaporean victory. But maybe one time for the Singaporean pride. Oh, that won't help. They've chipped it back to the West Australian fullback, and she is streaming in. Numbers down. It's very hard to defend that space. So many numbers down for Western Australia. The numbers down for Singapore as well as they valiantly defend it. All the way to the corner. I thought they'd dug it out. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Buzzer hasn't sounded. I think some of the Singaporeans thought it was done, and now it is done. All right, so that's another goal to Western Australia. I might just go check how much time is left on the clock. Seconds to go, so there's the buzzer. Singapore probably don't have time to get this one done. But they come out and give it their best crack. There we go, as Western Australia heartlessly taking the sting out of the game. Zoe Canavan, renowned for having no compassion whatsoever, holding the puck on the wall as the game is iced. That is time, guys. So thanks everybody for tuning in. And we've got one more game for Singapore this afternoon, which is their best crack at a win, where they're playing 6th seed versus 7th seed, which is at So the next game up here is Tassie Green versus WA Gold. So stay tuned in for that. I've been Kevin Chisholm and Sarah Jordan.
Bye.